Somebody say, hey, we want some.
No, 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 no. I, yes, I did say I will use that song for an intro, but I was just kidding. I can't play that song on YouTube. Why? First of all, copyright infringement, and the lyrics of that song will probably get me kicked off YouTube. Sorry. Sorry, folks. Production team. Okay, let's work on another song. Until then, let's let her rip. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is Friday night. That means it's time for Wrestling Gold Friday Night. I am Ronald Ray, your host, your boy with a cornbread accent as well. Hopefully, everybody is having a good week. Hopefully, not too many of you got to work this weekend. If you do, we all do appreciate it. At least I do. Uh, other than that, let's see. It is, as you see, I'm in my hoodie again. I came home today. It was chilly again, and it's like, okay, I don't like going from North or South Georgia to North Georgia and be come to the home. It's kind of chilly. Like, I don't want to cut the air down too much because I know it's going to be warm tomorrow. I kind of just forget about it, especially when I'm out doing my errands. But also, I like to sleep when it's a little bit chilly too, as well. Yes, I'm one of these people who will sleep with the fan on. Uh, don't know why. I have no clue why. And it is messy out there. So if you're in Georgia, anywhere in the United States, England, Europe, any of the seven continents, and how many other countries there are, if it's raining your area, be careful driving. Uh, take your time. You ain't got to rush it nowhere. Uh, wherever you guys, wherever you guys go, is going to be there when you get there. So please, be very careful. Yes, I am stalling. Trying to look at the chat here, see if anybody's popping in. I'm trying to be on time as much as possible. Don't like run, especially last few weeks or before this week. There's times where I had a Google didn't know my password, even though I did. So I always had to change my password so I can get in and get into the chat and all that good stuff. So that's one of the reasons. If you do come up here early, see me live, you see a logo. Technically, I'm on time. I'm live, so because I could be working on something, and all of a sudden you know, say a bunch of dirty words, call my, computer. Am I still on? Yeah, I gotta call my computer a sucker. So you can't say that on YouTube, get in trouble for that. So anyway, yeah. Hopefully everybody had a good week. Uh, and the weather's getting bad too. But yes, getting the good news here. Fun show of the week. Well, we talked about the yesteryear of professional wrestling. Got an interesting watch along. You got Tri-State Wrestling, I think they probably call the television program NWA Championship Wrestling. It was part of the Tri-State area. They called it, ran by Leroy McGirt, and Bill Watts came in and stuff like So, and it's from 1978. I was 2 years old. So yeah, it's pretty old, but it should be interesting. Should be fun. Looks like pretty clear, crisp, good footage too. So, um, wish I can get some from southeast. That look this is good. A couple other promotions as well. Excuse me. Um, but yeah, so a lot to get to. Not too busy weekend for me, but like I said, I'm still stalling. But anyway, yeah, Ben's I'm stalling. Hey, if you're out there, you're watching this live, feel free. Say, give me a comment in the chat, even if it's just a hello or anything else. Hey, I'll say hello right back. And if you're liking what you're hearing, you watch the whole thing and whatnot, hey, drop a like button as well. Also, be a champ and click on that subscribe button and notification bell because I do have other content. I try to what's the word I'm looking for? Hustle out there. There we go. That's what the kids use these days. Hustle. And I hear my phone humming again. Hold on one second. Oh, okay. Actually, I thought I was going to have to make fun of my brother. Because the last couple of weeks, yes, I'm going to make fun of him anyway. Why not? I'm stalling here. Uh, yeah, last couple of weeks for some reason, like 5 or 10 minutes before I'm supposed to go live. That's me, my brother, two sisters, and my buddy. We all share in the same group chat, and so so last few live shows I've had, Friday and Saturday, like 5 minutes or right at showtime, he wants to chat with everybody. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to be a star here. Uh, he wants to have conversations. Like, I can't have conversations right now, dude. I'm trying to be a star. Anyway, think I stalled enough. Let's see. What time is it anyway? Yeah, I stalled enough. So let's get right to it. To today in wrestling history, of course, as you see there, had the. Oops, there we go. I just had to do it. For my thumbnail this week, I had to, since it is Friday the 13th, I had to uh, have a Friday the 13th theme to my thumbnail this week. And no, yes, that is Lord Humongous. That's not Jason Voorhees. Jason Voorhees wore a lot more clothing. Uh, I think that character, if I'm mistaken, is inspired also by the Mad Max 2, the Road Warrior movie. So uh, not only was the Road Warriors inspired by that movie, so was Lord Humongous. So bit of trivia for you. I had to ask that come Tuesday. Anyway, but yeah, today is Friday 13th. Trying to figure out which one I want to watch. I think I might do seven. I did six last time, so I might do seven. Friday 13th part seven. So anyway, let's get into it this week or today in wrestling history. Let's see, got all my buttons in here, my notes in here. Yep, we're ready to go. All right, on this date in 1974, Handsome Holloway wins the NWA Georgia title from Mr. Wrestling number 2 in Atlanta at the Municipal Auditorium. Uh, like I said, a lot of times, especially in the territories, they'll have somebody come in, beat whoever the top champion is. Just, I can think the best example of this was Memphis. They had the AWA Southern title or CWA Southern title. It was Jerry Lawler's belt for until he came out with the uh, until he won the AWA World Championship, and then that became the USWA World Championship or Unified Championship. So when it was a Southern Champion, yeah, he- he'd win it, um, have it for a month, maybe a few weeks, then new challenger. They build him up. He beats Lawler keeps for a couple weeks, then turn around, or for a week, turn around and build up that angle of Lawler winning it back. Uh, so yeah, no difference here. You probably see come next week, Wrestling 2 defeated Harley Race. But yet, 1974, Harley Race this time wins the Georgia title from Mr. Wrestling 2 at the Municipal Auditorium. On this date in 1977, um, scroll back up. All right. On this date in 1977, speaking of Memphis, in Memphis, Tennessee, at the Mid South Coliseum, drawing a whopping 9,000 people, Southern champion Jerry Lawler defeated Bill Dundee in a no DQ hair versus hair match via countout. As a result of the match, it wasn't Dundee who had to get his hair shaved, but it was his wife, Beverly, who had to get her head shaved. Uh, Lawler retired after this match, thus vacating the championship. But uh, obviously, I don't remember when that happened, but good thing. One of the things that Memphis would do sometimes, especially when you had a long-lasting feud like Lawler and Dundee, you know, they be partners for a minute, then they turn on one another, something like that. One of them turns heel, does his feud. Um, I forgot which one it was. Around 85, 86, I think it was, where Dundee turned heel on Lawler. Yes, yeah, because it was this whole thing. Lawler and Dundee were, doing really good in tag team, and Dundee came out saying that they can whoop anybody, including the Fabulous Ones, who are also baby faces. Of course, Steve and Stan didn't like that. And Lawler was like, "Come on, these guys are our friends. We gotta do this." And basically, Dundee turned heel, and one of the things he brought up was him having to shave his wife's hair. So that's a good thing, a good storytelling, saying, "Hey, look, we might have been partners, but don't think I I forgot that." And of course, Dundee being a heel, he's like, "You made me you cheated me, and maybe have uh, maybe shave my wife's hair." So uh, storytelling, storytelling, storytelling. Um, anyway, uh, back in this date in 1980, some of these things. Back on this date in 1980, Championship Wrestling Studio Television Wrestling comes to an end in Chattanooga, Tennessee at WDF TV. Last studio show featured Ronnie Ronnie Gossett. Why is it doing that? Ronnie Gossett. Anyway, let me go back again. Anyway, Ronnie Gossett, Ken Lucas, Ginger the Wrestling Bear, Terry Sawyer, Bobby Eaton, Mike Miller, the Manchurians, Roger Howell, Robert Gibson, and Jerry Barber. Also on this date in 1980, speaking of Jerry Lawler, he re-injured his broken leg and is off work again and is pulled from the card in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Yes, this is time where I believe it's just like a charity or just a pickup football game with his buddies. He winds up breaking his leg. Uh, this kind of turned him babyface. I remember at the time because Jimmy Hart went on, who was his manager at the time, went on TV say, "Hey, he's like any other horse. What do you do to a horse? You take him out when it breaks his. What do you do with a horse when it breaks its leg? Take him up by the barn and you shoot it. Can't shoot Jerry Lawler, but uh, the first family, they're rid of him. Uh, I think they brought in Chick Donovan one time. Paul Hillary, I think, came in one time to be the new king of Memphis. But yeah, interesting stuff there. Joe King, I hear finally. What's up? Oh, nothing much, man. Just another day, just a glorious day in the neighborhood, or was it fabulous day in the neighborhood? Um, anyways, let's see. On this date in 1981, Jerry Briscoe wins the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Championship from Les Thornton in Orlando, Florida, at the Eddie Graham Sports Stadium. Other matches: NWA World Champion Dusty Rhodes defeated the Assassin #1 in a bull rope match. Jack Briscoe defeated Mr. Saito. Charlie Cook and Mike Graham defeated Dory Punt Jr. and Tully Blanchard. Jerry Lawler defeated Bobby Jaggers. The Kiwi Sheepherders, Jonathan Boyd and Luke Williams. I guess Butch Miller wasn't part of the team this time. Defeated Tommy Gilbert and Coco Samoa. And final match, Mr. Saito defeated Bubba Douglas. Not familiar with Bubba Douglas. If you are out there familiar with Bubba Douglas, give us a shout. Let us know what Bubba Douglas was all about. Hello, Brenda Watson. Sorry, we're not matching. Your hand's not matching my Gatorade. I got the yellow Gatorade or the lemon lime Gatorade this evening. Didn't think about it. Should have got the pink one again. All right. Birthday. We got a birthday boy. On this day in 1984, Baron Corbin was born. Former football player, played a little bit in the NFL, decided to become a wrestler, and the rest is history. Wasn't a huge fan of his when he first started. Just seemed kind of blah, but um, seems like a pretty good athlete though. But still, is kind of blah. Uh, not, I'm not saying like he's like one of my top 10 favorites or anything, but kind of find him entertaining sometimes. Where he was, King Corbin, Happy Corbin, Poor Corbin. He ran through some little personality changes, but not really bad. I say he's world champion main event material, nah, but definitely when he's on there, he's not a channel switcher either. You might look at it and say, oh, what's he up to now? And I thought that his latest thing when him and Braun Strowman were NXT champions, I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, 'cause I watched a little bit of it. Like I said, when they were on there, I flipped the channel. That was pretty cool. All right. On this date in 1986, if you caught last night's Spot Show live stream, we talked about it. NBC is talking about bringing this show back. Saturday night's main event. Of course, this was in 1986, the seventh Saturday night's main event, and this one took place at the Richfield, Ohio, at the Coliseum at Richfield. Um, but the event took place on the 13th, but it didn't air till October 4th. So that's probably the reason a lot of things kind of got mixed signals or whatever. But anyway, uh, Hulk Hogan defeated Paul Orndorff by disqualification, and it was for the WWF World Heavyweight Championship. But he wanted by DQ anyway, so uh, no big deal, and he got the pose. And it's set up for a cage match. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat defeated Jake Roberts. Rowdy Roddy Piper defeated the Iron Sheik with Slick. And did I read that right? 43 seconds? Do I remember watching this one? Seems like I do. Or one of those I might forget. The British Bulldogs defeated the Dream Team in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the WWF Tag Team Championship. But yeah, I should have watched this one. It was a little after, a few months after 2, I guess. And in the, I guess, TV main event, Kamala with the Wizard and Kim Chi defeated Leaping Lanny Poffo. But all right. On this date in 1990, Jeff Gaylord and Jeff Jarrett defeated Brian Lee and Don Harris for the USWA Tag Team Championship. Special referee in that match was Nightmare Danny Davis, not to be confused with the referee in WWF, Danny Davis. This Danny Davis, far better wrestler. And obviously he did a pretty good job as a referee in this match. But I digress. Also, on this date in 1991, Chaz defeated Lightning King, Lightning Kid to win the Global Wrestling Federation Light Heavyweight Championship. Of course, the Lightning King grew up to be the 1-2-3 Kid, um, then Six Pac, and then X Pac. Of course, real name being Shaw Waltman. Member of the Clique, buddies with Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H. Um, Former boyfriend of China. What else is he famous for? Of course, had that big victory on Raw against Razor Ramon. That's how he got named the 1-2-3 Kid. But uh, I actually remember watching Global Wrestling Federation. I thought, okay, it's different. You had. If you want to go back watch some good matches, um, I do believe they probably would hold up today. Watch some Lightning Kid and Jerry Lynn matches from Global, very good matches. They had a pretty good talent pool. They had Sky, or I think it's called Scott Anthony at the time, but it was Sky Devati who wrote Game Raven. Um, I think Bill Eddie was a booker to begin with, and Eddie Gilbert came in. You had the Patriot, Del Wilkes, Al Perez came in. Terry Gordy had a couple matches. Stan Lane had a couple matches. For I think this was before they started Smoky Mountain. Uh, Rip Rogers. Uh, what was the big angle at the time? Who was the Mafia King or whatever? Trying to figure out who that person was who was paying these people. I had Mikey and Singh, who was Norman the Lunatic, Bastion Booger, and all that. Like I said, a large group of talent. Just they ran the Sportatorium. They called it the Global Dome. Don't know why they did that. I guess because at the time every city had was building these dome stadiums. So they figured, hey, we'll just call it the Global Dome. It's a Sportatorium. We've been watching the Sportatorium for a lot of years now. Joe Pensino. So we didn't have to. We know what the Sportatorium looked like. Um, but like I said, have good talent. Jumped the shark a little bit when they had their what was that bungee cord match or whatever. Uh, anyway, had some promise, but unfortunately they just didn't start a. I mean, they had ESPN too and all that. So uh, no, this ain't. You're thinking of International Championship Wrestling. That's the one where it had Taz and Jumping Joe Sporty for the International Championship Wrestling light heavyweight title for I believe for like a year. I got to see that match for a year. It was that match and Big Steamboat versus Tony Atlas, where Big Steamboat won the ICW um, heavyweight championship. So we got to see those matches. You got to see for like a year. Yeah. Um, but no, this is Global. Is that Global was that a promotion that was started by Joe Pensino and some other person. I think they had another money guy on Can't remember his name now, but uh, it was on ESPN. I think every other day, or at least every day. Uh, like I said, I had a Patriot. First, there was a tournament for the Global Television Championship that Patriot won. Then they had a tournament for the North American Championship that Patriot won. Then they had another tournament for the TV title. Then the Gilberts came in, and I guess even though they was building up the Patriot to be their top star, I guess he decided to leave. I guess, and uh, Eddie Gilbert brought his brother, put him in a mask as a Dart Patriot. They did an angle where they blinded, or Dart Patriot blinded the Patriot with ink. Yeah, and that's the last anybody saw it. Or at least I think he wound up going to Japan or something like that. Teamed up with shoot, Jackie Fulton. They put Jackie Fulton in a mask and called him the Eagle. So you had the Patriot and the Eagle, and yeah, they were in all Japan wrestling. I believe. Um, like I said, especially the early global wrestling stuff, pretty good stuff. I guess I do kind of blame Global Wrestling Federation for me not liking the 1-2-3 kid, even though he was supposed to be a babyface. It's like, yeah, the guy's good, he's a good high flyer, but God, he's such an annoying shit. Because he was very annoying. He was a very annoying little bratty heel in Global, so it's like somebody really which is kind of face. Uh, but hey, he wouldn't be a good heel unless you would want somebody to do that. And I'm pretty sure I wasn't the only one on TV who thought that. But of course, he got the bigger spotlight in WWF. Again, that upset victory over or Razor Ramon, Scott Hall, and then he became. People just got annoyed with him. He just seems like an annoying person. All right. Anyway, on this day in 1993, uh, the doll catchers, I believe there were Doug Vines and Jeff Sword underneath the mask. They defeated the Moondogs, Spike and Cujo to win the USWA Tag Team titles. Tommy Rich would pin Jeff Jarrett to win the USWA title. Tatanka pinned Jerry Lawler to win the USWA World Heavyweight title. So, three championships switch hands. Like the UWF all of a sudden. Also on this date, 1993, Smoky Mountain Wrestling had a TV taping in Oakwood, Virginia at the Garden High School. Uh, Jimmy Del Rey was defeated by Robert Gibson to win the Beat the Champ TV Championship. Later on the taping, the Dirty White Boy, Tony Anthony, pinned Robert Gibson to win that same Beat the Champ TV title, which wasn't exactly a championship trophy belt, whatever. Especially you win you get 3 times to win so much money. If you win it 3 times, and you get the grand prize. Well, I kind of hated that concept. It's like you don't have a TV champion, just have a TV champion. Uh, that was a little too gimmicky for me. Uh, and finally, on this date in 1998, WCW presented a Fall Brawl in Winston-Salem, North Carolina at the Lawrence Joel Coliseum, drawing 11,528. Of course, this was a pay-per-view. Uh, on that card, we seen Davey Boy Smith and Jim Neidhart defeat Disco Inferno and Alex Wright. WCW World Television Champion Chris Jericho beat a fake Goldberg. Hey, he was able to score victory. I don't know. I can't remember. He actually scored a victory. Could have been. Uh, he used that same kind of like pinning combination or pinning cover. Been doing it for a long time and only ever would get a win. I think it's done like once or twice. So anyway, Ernest the Cat Miller defeated Norman Smiley. Rick and Scott Steiner battled to a no contest. WCW Cruiserweight Champion Juventud Guerrera pinned Silver King. Perry Saturn pinned Raven. Dean Malenko beat Kurt Hennig. Okay, that Perry Saturn, was that the one where if you pin Raven, you set the block free, which was a pretty good angle they had at the time. That's one of the interesting little feuds they had in WCW at the time. Anyway, Dean Malenko defeated Kurt Hennig by disqualification. Conan defeated Scott Hall, and there was like a triple threat type war games. It's like WCW versus NWO Hollywood versus NWO Wolfpack. But in the match, Diamond Dallas Page was able to defeat Stevie Ray to win the World Games. Also in the match was Bret Hart, Hulk Hogan, Lex Luger, Kevin Nash, Roddy Piper, Sting, and the Ultimate Warrior. Yeah, I don't remember much from that Fall Brawl. I don't know. I might not have watched it. Could have been a thing that happened. Just didn't watch it. Um, but but yeah, so that concludes this date in wrestling history. Any any memories? Yeah. I mean, even I mean, it was kind of like nationwide, or partially nationwide, I guess. We seen it. I guess I think Pro Wrestling Illustrated was based in New York, so they were exposed to it as well. We might have. I just can't. For some reason, can't remember it. It's like I barely remember. I feel bad for not really remembering. Or is it one of those we kind of don't want to remember because it was like that. The whole NWO Hollywood NWO Wolfpack of like, do we need all these NWOs? Can we just bury NWO now? Just can't really. I more likely if I go on a network or go on Peacock and pull it up and start watching it, I'll be like, oh, now I remember it. But um, this must be a little before. It might have been a little after David Boy entered his back because the, he entered his back real bad thanks to the trap door that has Seth and Ray. He took a bump on it. But yeah, back to ICW. But yeah, they even made fun of it in Pro Wrestling Illustrated, the wrestler and all that. That was like, all right, this week we got to see Joe Savoldi, or yeah, Joe Savoldi win the International Championship Wrestling Light Heavyweight Championship from Taz, or the Tasmaniac. It was the Tasmaniac. Uh, Still throwing suplexes. Cause, yeah, because at the time Steiners were popular, and okay, how, how come I don't remember this one? Was it that bad? I'm trying to block it from my memory. So 98. Uh, I don't know. 98. I don't know. 98. Probably not. 98. I was living at in Pendergrass, or no, not Pendergrass. Either Pendergrass or okay. If I was living in Pendergrass, yeah, but think at the time I was living in Brazzle, which was kind of Pendergrass, off New Cut Road, close to Brazzle. I didn't get pay-per-views a lot until I moved into the townhouse in Swanee. Like I said, it probably just some. I'm pretty sure if I turn around and rewatch it, I'll remember it. I can't. I feel bad because I usually remember all this shit. Most of all the stuff I watch, I kind of remember, or don't it, or I can sit there and read results and go, okay, I remember this, I remember that, I remember this. Just can't remember. Anyway, uh, another show I don't remember is NWA Championship Wrestling from 1978. I'm pretty sure I probably watched that too, but I don't know the date. 19. Well, I was 2 years old, around almost 2 years old. So I was probably, I don't know what, I don't know, baby. Yeah, I think I might have got in Auburn, because I really didn't host pay-per-views until I moved to the town hall, and that was around 2001. Yes, yeah, 2001, because I just had moved into town home September 2001. Because I watched on a on September 11th, 2000, or September 11th, 2001. I watched the news footage on the internet, which wasn't good because my internet got plugged up. My cable didn't get plugged up yet. I remember I, that. I do remember. My computer was still on the floor. I didn't, put the desk together or anything else yet. I was still kind of doing the moving in process. But yeah. Anyway, hmm. So I might have been okay. So I might have been in the studio apartment in Pendergrass then, because that's when I had a satellite prime, it was Prime Star, and all you had to do is push the button. Well, all of them at that time, you didn't have to call nobody, just push the button. So yeah, it could have been, and for some reason I forgot it. For some reason I just don't remember this one. It was there. Okay. For some reason I just don't remember it though. Like I said, if I go back and rewatch it, I'll probably be like, oh, okay, now I remember everything. For some reason I just don't. Unless that three-way, three-team war games was such a clusterfuck, I was just blocked it from my memory. Or was it one of those where I was working a lot? I probably dozed off. I hate to admit that, but it could have been it. Anyway, yeah, we until tomorrow. I'll get on the Peacock and yeah, yeah, because we had the church's chicken at the one gas station, or we had there was a church's chicken right off 85 and Highway 53, at a or is attached to a gas station. Probably one of the first times you ever seen that was some restaurant attached to a gas station. Now Ricky probably went and got pizza. We probably had chicken. Ricky got pizza. So along here, yeah, Ricky always came for the paper, and he was a pizza eating fool. Or if you couldn't have pizza inside a restaurant, he would get, you know, if it's a steakhouse, he'll get chicken something uh, or whatnot. He always, yeah, because we had that Papa, wasn't Papa John's pizza, it was Papa's Pizza to Go. Uh, yeah, pizza and wings. Good times, good times, brother, good times. Where's my pocket? Good times, brother. Do you have any memories of the night that your girlfriend Nancy was killed? Ah, brother. Oh, I don't remember nothing. Good times, though, brother. Good times. The single worst shoot interview of all time. The Jimmy Snuka shoot. Even if you get that shoot interview for free, you paid way too much. Um, I would say I would recommend you not do that. Watch that either. Don't try to look for it. Um, he wasn't a revealing guy in the shoot interviews. Huh. So what's your memories? Huh. Of your match with Don Morocco? Oh, Don Morocco. Good times, brother. Good times, brother. Huh. So, oh, and if you ever seen the RFPO shoot interviews, you know what I'm talking about. Question asked: your memories of jumping off the cage at Madison Square Garden? Ah, good times, brother. Good times. Bobby Backlund. Good times. Huh. Sorry. um, huh. That could be a tricky game. Uh, don't mean to digress, but I recently rewatched the um, face to face or the face off with Tommy Dreamer and Raven, and Tommy Dreamer blistered him about going, huh. Raven jumped on it too, but I forgot what question was asked. But Tommy Dreamer answered it, and right when Feinstein was about to go, huh, or huh, Tommy Dreamer did it right at the same time. Huh. I think after Raven answered his part of the question, he made sure he timed it just right. Huh. I I had to stop the video and freaking laugh my ass off. Now that was a good one. I mean, Tommy Dreamer was like, God, I hate these shoot reviews. Can you like show some matches and stuff like that? And that's when pretty much the WWF was basically took over WCW, ECW. They owned their or on the way owning like almost all the libraries. But anyway, apparently he don't own NWA Championship Wrestling in uh, the tri-state area. Somebody else kind of owns it, but I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to send the link to it. Send, send. Engage my audience. How do I do that? Start a poll. I didn't know I can do that. Anyway, huh. So Joe King, Brenda Watson, how was your day? Huh. Uh, Sometimes he could be annoying, but he was kind of. I think because sometimes his fandom would like take over, especially. I wouldn't really say Honky Tonk Man, but those were basically just wrestlers shooting the shit. You know, no pun intended to another show called Shooting the Shit. But yeah, because that one with him and Honky Tonk Man was pretty good. The Tommy Dreamer Raven was pretty good. The one with Raven, Jake Roberts, and Kevin Sullivan. What I should ask for my money back on that one. I mean, I think because I was looking so forward to it, 'cause I thought it'd be really, really good, and it was. Uh, Jake, Jake was, I guess, high or whatever. Raven was trying to carry the conversation along and trying to engage in the thing and make it interesting. And Kevin Sullivan was sitting there passed out. he was in a chair, and he had this guy in the background going, "Huh, hey Kevin, what do you think? Huh, okay." Yeah, sometimes Raven would kind of do that, but I don't know. But sometimes he'll sit there and ask some interesting questions and stuff like that. But Raven seems like he's that type of person. He's got to have that. He's got to be um, the dominant conversation or dominate the conversation. Anyway, let's see. I did put the link up. Whenever you folks are ready, I'll be ready to go for this watch along of Tri-State or NWA Championship Wrestling, August 12th, 1970. That should be fucking interesting. Huh, that's cool. But yeah, another one with him and Tommy Dreamer. Uh, I don't really. I mean, I know the him. I thought the him and the Honky Tonk Man face off was pretty interesting. I mean, it's just funny because of all the conspiracy theory, internet rumors and questions they asked. The one with New Jack, Iron Sheik, and Honky Tonk Man. That was it. Was no. That's another one I would say avoid. And I mean, bad thing about it, they didn't really sober up until because this was close within a month or a couple weeks, couple months after the Benoit family tragedy, and they asked about Benoit, and then they get sobered up. I'm like, maybe that should you should have started with that question because the rest of they were pissed, they were drunker than Cooter Brown and literally, not figuratively, literally showing their ass. Not something for this. Nothing I would want to watch. Three 50 to 60, 70-year-old men showing their freaking asses. That was god awful too. Hey, it says engage my audience. Did I ask that question? I don't even know if I answered that question or if I asked that question. I mean, when I do them, I'll go back and watch some of the old RF video shoot interviews, high spot interviews. I won't just keep it to uh, the Hannibal shoot interviews. Some of those can be kind of annoying too. Huh. Yeah, yeah, I can deal with a huh, but I can. I mean, some of them went. I've watched some of the Hannibal ones went too bad, but ladies and gentlemen, while we're getting everything situated, I'm taking a pause for the calls. Be right back after these messages. And we're back. Thank you for rejoining this program. All right. Now let's see. Let me find this. And let's thank Pro Wrestling, the YouTube channel, Pro Wrestling Memories, for, I'm not sharing it. I shared a link, but I played the whole video, uh, on my channel. But thank them for putting this up to begin with for our enjoyment. There's the camera right there. I don't know why I was looking. So, going to do the countdown here, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, push play. Oh, and shut the volume off. Woo! So there, got the funky music, got the little whatever you call light show, and this is high tech stuff back in 1978. And is that the yes? That's the infamous match. 1, 2, 3. Hollywood Race wins its first world championship. A young Boyd Pierce, yes, you can call him young, still had those fashionable jackets or fashionable suits. This time with a lime green and white, and that is Leroy McGurk. Uh, in case you didn't know, I believe he was in a bad car accident, and that's how he became blind. But that didn't stop him from chasing down Ted DiBiase when he found out Ted DiBiase was uh, having uh, relations with his daughter. His daughter being Mike McGurk, former, I think she was a ring announcer for the WWF. Now she did shoot interviews and she talked about it. Yeah, that stuff was high tech back then. Not as high tech as Roy Pierce's suit there. Yes, Leroy. Good thing you can't see. I mean, I got these big old bottle cap glasses here, but I can see better than you. And so seriously, Leroy, how you like my suit? I can't see you, asshole. Well, as bright as my suit is, Leroy, you should be able to see it. Yes. One fall with a 10-minute time limit. And the red corner at 240 pounds from Duluth, Minnesota. Oh my gosh. A young, not so wild Bill Irwin. And there's Paul Orndorff. I mean, look, right? I mean, this is probably his rookie years right here. I mean, still fucking big, pretty jacked at this point. I mean, he'll get a little bigger, but fucking Paul Orndorff was like great fucking shape. Not that time. Yeah, you might want to back up on that. Paul Orndorff don't play. Yeah, the Roy's got better. But I mean, there's Wild Bill Watts or the Cowboy Bill Watts. But, but hey, even taking those steroids, he still got diet right and put that time into the gym, and he freaking did. There's no there's no denying that. Uh-uh. Oh, never mind. Who's a Bill, so I'm pretty sure this is it's a young, full of piss and vinegar Paul Orndorff. He ain't gonna play. What the hell, Orndorff trying to be fancy? Oh, he's got the full Nelson on. That's got to be it. That's got to be it. Say uncle. Concede. Yep. He had just conceded. I see him nod his head. Say, I'm done, brother. Go to land for Ray Candy versus the Challenge. So yeah, Ray Candy, a one half of Zambui, he was Hakeem Muhammad, I believe, in the Zambui Express. So right here, he's a nice, friendly, big old baby face here. Big old son. That's one big son of a. You know what I'm saying. And this is classic. This is Wrestling Gold Friday night, so we're not going to talk about today. But let me say that new commentator, the new guy on Raw, the new main play-by-play guy, pretty decent. So I mean, you kind of notice right here, even though a big guy like Randy Candy, he can probably better suited, punch kick, but you can see he's very mobile. And of course, little challenger is the big guy. Also, he got a big, thick soup bone across the head. But Candy's sticking with wrestling, headlocks. You know, there's a hammer lock right there, and I think that was Ole's style of booking too. I believe Ole Anderson was probably booking around this time. Uh, but if you notice, a lot of times in Georgia Championship Wrestling, especially if Ole's around, he would tell guys that, hey, let's keep as much of this on the mat as you can. I mean, even Tommy Rich, he would do a lot of mat work. A lot of people you wouldn't think do a lot of mat work, like Ray Candy here. If this was today, he'd be punch, kick, slamming, power slamming, stuff like that. Not a lot of hip tosses, arm drags, headlock takeovers, or anything like that. Because a marquee on the sign on the card says wrestling. By God, that's what they did. And of course, this little yep. Now it's time for the club and the big forearms across the chest. Now we're gonna fight fire with fire and give him the soup bones there. I don't know if they call Randy Candy's soup bones or uh, candy canes. I think Ray Candy's about to. He's feeling it now. He's a big old headbutt. I believe that's going to be it, boys and girls. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like Horned Up doing flips, Green doing solid wrestling holds. Yeah, pretty innovative. Boy, Bill Watts looks happy there. This thing, Bill Watts, and I think what we say it last week, 3 years. This all became years. Yeah, Bill Wood's not gray, but some hair. Now, yes, I believe at this point, uh, Cowboy Bob Ellis, this is probably the twilight of his career, 1978. I believe Bill Watson, his interview, talked about wrestling him like late 60s, early 70s. So he was a kind of a veteran at the time. Hey, he's got the same barber I do. Happy to him. So he's talking about Ron Bassett. So he's gonna make Bass by slick head as he is. Okay, it's not good trying to read the kind of get lost of what's being said. Ali Bay the Turk. Bay the Turk. There's Bob. Honestly, this is first time I ever seen Bob Ellis in a ring in a match. Very shiny cowboy boots he's got there. Some shiny fancy boots for the cowboy Bob Ellis. The Turk there, he must be a rookie. He can't wear boots yet. But boy, he will love them pair of them shiny boots that cowboy Bob Ellis has. And I can see right now there's probably going to be no hair pulling in this match. Yeah, the winner gets the boots. If this young Turk the Turk wins this match, he'll get that pair of them shiny boots that the cowboy Bob Ellis is wearing. That's the reason he's putting in 120% right now. But Bob Ellis said, hell no, you ain't getting my boots, boy. Yeah, so far in this match, I've seen just this match alone. Okay, I'm going to make fun of it. Go ahead. I can't resist right now. So far, I've seen more collar and elbow uh, tie-ups in this one match right here. I've seen it in a 2-hour episode of AEW Dynamite. Slap him across that head. I would say they would probably look better. Maybe. Gotta give this Turk guy credit, man. He's hanging in there. He really wants them boots there. Calling elbow tie up again. Pushed him in the corner. Said, no, Bobby boy. Them boots are going to be mine. Mine, I say. Count ref. 1, 2. Telling the referee, look, I need these boots, ref. Here, smell my foot. You understand why I need these boots? Turk, chop. Oh, he's giving him the wedgie. Bobby ain't gonna like that. There we go. Bobby said, nope, I don't like wedgies. You got a big old knee to the noggin. Now you're gonna get a fist across the chin there. Oh, here we go. Bulldog. That's it. Count him. Teabagging him. Bulldog and the teabag cover wins it for Bob Ellis. Gosh, you didn't have to embarrass a boy like that. So, nope. The Turk did not win a pair of boots. It's over. Going back to Georgia again. That was a big old son of a gun, too. Big tall dude. Hey, there's a funny or buddy Bill Irwin again. Yeah, that's a that's a hell of an airplane. And what, a little less than 20 minutes, you got from did one match and flown to Atlanta and do another match. Get your ass kicked. Got a big really. You better call somebody. Billy, you better call somebody. I'll call you that big brother, you Scott Owen. So when I guess Bill, the big cat said, no, I got a pro of my own. You better call somebody. Got your nose. He's got your nose, Bill. He's got your nose, Bill. Here comes a big boot. Oh, That's the original big boot leg drop combination. That's going to be it. Oh nope, nope. Ah, not right now. Boy, you better go down. I said Muhammad Ali ain't got shit on me. Was he getting out of his underwear? Killed him. Poor Bill. Poor Bill Irwin. This is ass kicked in one match. I gotta show another match where he gets his ass kicked. No wonder he had to start wrestling in cowboy boots. That's not. Oh, okay. I thought that's Rock Hunter. I think Bill Watts must be a little camera shy. So it's Russian. Now, anybody a little more that was Rock Hunter mainly just a manager? He have a big, or was he ever a wrestler at one time, or just a manager? The Russian's going to blow himself. You got to do 500 Hindu squats, 500 push-ups, and run 5 miles. Then we'll train you, kid. You're just going to do a little one, little other. That's it. Quit talking so I can quit doing this shit. You're sitting and talking, I'm blowing up doing this shit. El Mungo. Oh, yeah. Little way to hold. You might want to. I'm not too familiar with Wade Holt's career, but that's probably the highlight of his career right there. Had a couple arm drags in, a hip toss. That's it. That's enough, little Holt boy. Mongol guy. He could easily pass for Rusev's dad. So Rusev's dad, he is a little Ed Holt guy. Oh, there he is, a young Ron Bass. Oh, Randy Brewer. I have a lot of potential. Well, you gotta understand, this is the tri-state area, Oklahoma. Yeah, Oklahoma, Louisiana, maybe a little bit of Texas. So yeah, you're in those cowboy states. You don't have a lot of cowboys. The Indians, I don't know, 1978, possibly. I think. Well, no, what was a plane crash? I was going to say this is around that same area where um, Johnny Valentine and Wahoo McDaniel were beating the hell out of each other. But I think, let's see, 1978. Yeah, this is a year or so after the plane crash. So I don't know who's Wahoo's beating up these days. So yeah, I sell for you know cowboy on cowboy violence with Cowboy Bob Ellis gets outlaw Ron Bass. Well, the outlaw, he's giving a young Randy Brewer here a fighting chance here. Randy Brewer, up and comer, he's like, well, I really like some knee pads, so tell you what, cut just give me these parts of boots. You know, yeah, okay, I own it, yeah. Some of these are cut up, that's fine, and put the rest of the money in a pair of knee pads. Boots versus if you notice there, the Outlaws boots ain't as shiny as a Bob Ellis fella's boots. That's that. I'm a tough, badass son of a gun here. I don't need no shiny boots. Whoop a man's ass. Probably the worst power slam in the history of power slams. I hate to say it that way. Yep, that was probably the worst power slams in the history of power slams. Yeah, I mean, you remember in the '80s. Speak of the one cowboy here. But yeah, if you're a cowboy wrestler, you always had to wear the cowboy boots. Like Dusty Rhodes, he wore the cowboy boots. Barry Windham, Blackjack Mulligan, Blackjack Lanza, Kendall Windham, uh, Wildcat Wendell Cooley. He called himself as a cowboy and wore the big old cowboy boots. Yeah, like I said, that was the worst Power Slam in history of Power Slam. The Brute. Is that Bugsy McGraw? Oh, the legend. Jose Leterio. See, you don't have an Indian, you got a Mexican. You got that, that's Bugsy McGraw, ain't it? Not the Brute. I guess he could have started out as the Brute. That does look a lot like Bugsy McGraw. Wrestles, yeah. Put that in a Google machine. So for those of you who don't know, Jose Lothario right there, he's a man credited as training Shawn Michaels. So there's a little trivia for you boys and girls. Well, I don't know if it was. See, they probably did have because you see, there's at least there's some muscle there. But I think it was a little bit of weights with some steaks, some beer. That that's how you get a body like that. That's how you get a man's type body. I mean, look at Bugsy McGraw. I mean, he's got some little bit of definition, but look there. He's got a little bit more muscle. That's steaks, potatoes, and beer, son. And they just, I mean, look at it right there. I mean, okay. They're not doing 15 Hurricanranas, Canadian destroyers, and dives out of the ring, but hell, these guys are freaking moving. Hey man, come on, got a little hair left, man. Don't pull it. I want to look like you, like a cue ball. A throat chop and a huge back bump. And you got to understand too. I mean, like a lot of athletes, especially at this time, they just lifted weights for strength. It wasn't to look good on the beach. It was just there to build up strength. So yeah, it was a little bit of weightlifting plus steak, potatoes, not too many salads, cheeseburgers maybe. Oh, they throwing rights and lefts now. They throwing hands, but yeah, I mean, look, oh, there's a ref bump. I just putting up boots. But yeah, if you look at a lot of athletes during this time, it probably, I mean, even in the '80s, especially your big guys, this is there to, you know, to put on muscle. Yeah, put on muscle, but not to look good on the beach. If that makes sense. It wasn't a cosmetic thing. Is that the assassin? And that, yes, that is the assassin Jody Hamilton right there. But yeah, what was it? Yeah. So it wasn't like I said for cosmetics. It's just a oh, we got the little fellers, we got the midgets, little people, little Tokyo. Hey, Lord of Littlebrook, Shawn Michaels, Bush Cassidy. See, you got another cowboy. You got little cowboy boys too. Look there. So yeah, so if you're a cowboy of any way, you wear cowboy boots. Now, I will say at this, these two, the little people wrestling, they were very entertaining, very fast paced. Millbrook, he's about to pick up Cowboy Lane there. That was on the upper side, not the midsection. Perfectly legal. Yeah, like I said, I got my volume down. I'm trying to do the kind of read the closed caption, but sometimes I know it's not a long program. It's not like a movie where it has uh, closed caption as well, or we have to read it. And even on those type of movies, I get to a point where I'm not even reading it, just watching it, figuring everything out. Look at that referee trying to bully that little feller. Hey, Foot Locker, turn around. He's just being a bully, that referee. awkward looking backdrop. Here comes little Tokyo again, giving him the chops, giving him the kicks to the face. High backdrop. I'm the reason I'm kind of quiet here. 'Cause I'm kind of resisting telling EW jokes. Uh, yeah, s- yeah. Bill Watts didn't show too much emotion there. He must have been camera shy. All right, that was Tri NWA Championship Wrestling, Tri-State Wrestling, or whatever it's called at the time. Good comments here. Oh, so yeah, I was kind of reading through the comments on the video. Was a brute Bugsman McGraw, and somebody answered, yeah. So yeah, and I get, I'll say you beat me to it kind of with your AEW. Thought that was I was watching AEW for a second there. It could be confusing, but if you did notice more, calling them tie ups, lockups, and a lot more selling. Uh, no Canadian destroyers. I don't even think they threw not one super kick. I'm kind of like looking through this person, I'd say guy, this person's channel. He looks like he's got some pretty cool stuff on here. He's got the Parade of Champions '84, Christmas Star Wars '85, Star Wars 1982, some missed out stuff, world class stuff. Well, yeah, we're not gonna. Yeah, but like I said, a little more selling. Uh, but actually, that was a. I'm pleasantly surprised. That was a pretty good little program there. Um, I couldn't hear what the angles were going on, so that kind of, um, was able to follow along. Definitely, Bob Ellis was in a feud with Outlaw Ron Bass. So, uh, something about, he's gonna shave his head bald or something like that. Maybe I'll probably I'll watch it back and see what the hell's going on. But man, also definitely wasn't boring. Fast paced. I mean, it was a 42-minute show and it just went by just like that. I mean, it was uh, kept my attention. That made me want to fall asleep. I got to see some people that you do recognize that had careers. Bugs McGraw, kind of a couple of territories, but um, I don't think he ever went to WWF. World Class, Florida, obviously, probably Mid South, Tri-State, uh, as well as a little bit of time in Crockett's because I do remember him teaming up with well, yeah, a lot of time in Mid Atlantic, I think, because I think every time he was there, he teamed up with Jimmy Valiant. Uh, no, the only person, yeah, I think the only person who does is the Rhinestone Cowboy, Hangnail Adam Page. But that kind of, see, I think the rhinestone and flaming breeches he wears kind of, you know, eliminates the cowboy boots. So can't really see that. That's the reason you just call him a, you know, rhinestone cowboy or drugstore cowboy. This year, uh, but yeah, I got to see a young, very young Bill Irwin. I see a young, in great shape Paul Orndorff. Uh, Probably a tail end of his career, Bob Ellis. Uh, Still kind of getting his feet wet there. Uh, Ron Bass. Probably this is the point where it's like, okay, let's put you in situations where you can draw money, see if you can draw money, or have money feuds. Be part of the actual card, uh, not be an enhancement guy or anything like that. Got to see the guy who trained Shawn Michaels and Jose Lothario, um, and a couple of footage from Georgia, which was national at the time. It was I see Ernie Ladd and yeah, Ray Candy, green with no camo, and gosh, I mean, impressive too. I mean, guy for his height and size, just moving around like that. I mean, he's like I said, it seems like Georgia was like, nah, we wrestle here. I mean, maybe the and Buchanan Paul. Yeah, Lucha Paul. Yeah, Paul doing a backflip off of a backdrop. That was uh didn't think didn't think he had it in him at one time, but I guess at one time he did have it in him. Wouldn't expect that from him. I don't think he did it too many more times. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure once he was kind of mainly having to work with Bill Watts, he's like, kid, you don't have to do that. He'll beat somebody else. So yeah, now I'm kind of intrigued to see if I can find some more uh, tri-state wrestling. That was pretty neat. Really? Let's see. Yeah, there was some. I seen this little button right here. Engage your audience. It's like do a poll in the poll. That's how they put polls up. Hey, 2 votes. Okay, see, I kind of asked that question wrong. I should. I meant to say, should I do shoot interview review? Battle Shotgun is me and Rick saying Mike Rotunda doing a flip in the ring. I think we seen that one. I think I actually seen that one time too. That was it Mid Atlantic or something like that? He did that, or it might have been WWF did it, but was it Mid Atlantic was rookie years? I can't remember. But, but hey, don't sell Mike Rotundo short. He was pretty pretty decent athlete. Just, yeah, it must have been Mid Atlantic. He must have did that one time. So it seems like I've seen that before. I know he was kind of a. I think it was like his rookie years in Mid Atlantic before he went to Florida, then back to Mid Atlantic and bulked up a little more. You know, weightlifting, steaks, potatoes. Because you got. Well, no, he was never like a fat dude either, but he wasn't like no Mister Jacked Up, 6 pack abs and all that good shit. But you gotta think he was married. He was married to the Wyndham family, so but here, have a steak. Here's 2 steaks. While Blackjack probably ate 4. Probably man, I don't know. I mean, my return was pretty legit. I know there's like a video where he kind of had a little shoot match in the ring because the guy didn't want to do business or whatever. But Blackjack was on. He's one of those people talk about legit. He's like not Haku level. No, nobody's Haku level, but sorry. Should be looking at this. Yeah, he wasn't Haku level, but still just a few notches below Haku. Like, just don't want to piss that big man off. So imagine you're sleeping with his daughter, and now it's like you gotta man up and go, hey, me and your daughter's pretty serious. You probably have a thing, as most wrestling wrestling wrestlers do. They don't want other wrestlers date their daughters because you know what you on the road. Except for Bobby Eaton. Bill Dundee had no problem with his daughter marrying dating or dating and marrying uh, his daughter. So what should we watch for? What could be a watch along for the next week's episode? Uh, I gotta figure out. And like I said, when I do the shooter interview, if I do the shooter interview reviews, uh, it'll probably it'll probably be the older ones from like RF Video, High Spots. Um, what's that other one? Smart Mart Video. I think I have a couple of those somewhere. You know what? Maybe I don't see because her and Bobby Eaton, when they stayed together that whole time, they never did divorce or anything. Like I think she passed away before Bobby Eaton did. I mean, I'm pretty sure when they were young, they were kind of wild, but I don't think it. sometimes that wildness skips. But what I've seen of Jamie Dundee, he probably takes at least two siblings. He's pretty out there, and he don't mind telling you all about it. He don't mind reaching for Wolfie D's junk. I remember seeing that in the video, or they had a shoot interview. He kept reaching for damn Wolfie D's junk. Like, dude, really? Think if I was Wolfie D, I think I'd punch your crazy lights out. Yeah. At least after the third one. But now I'm thinking about the shooter interview thing. I think if I do a Jim Cornette, it's going to have to be that first one. When he was in OVW. Still working for developmental OVW, working for WWF. But yeah, I mean, you just never did hear any stories about her being wild or anything. And the only thing you ever hear Bobby Eaton is, uh, being nice to everybody. I mean, they probably could have been that's like certain yin and yang kind of couple. She might have been a little while, but like I said, they stayed married the whole time. I gotta try to figure out what should we watch next week. What's a good territory we can go into or go back to watch again? We kind of did get to Louisiana, uh, the Tri-State Bill Watts. What what even were you watching? I rewatch shit all the time. What did I rewatch the other day? Oh, Sheets. Um, I do have that Hotspots uh network, whatever they have. I still have that streaming network. I think I still do. No, I had it a month ago. I don't know if I cut it off or not. Probably didn't. Um, but they had one. Okay, before Hotspots or RF Video did their shooting review of Ollie Anderson, they did another one. Somebody else did one with Ollie Anderson, and it was pretty good. They have one with Bob Root. Going to probably watch that. Try to watch that this weekend. Um, I did have some plans last night, but it kind of fell through. So I think I'm gonna take that time to chill and probably play some video games. I do got some stuff I gotta do tomorrow, work wise. I gotta I gotta do an online certification, or not recertification, but it's about to run out in about 6 days, so I need to go re up it, and that way I ain't gotta take the whole course again, and take the test again, and just watch some videos, answer a couple questions, and call it a day. Get somebody $100, so they come back and give me the $100 back. Yeah, I remember the ones they had with the matches. Uh, those were good. I mean, they were pretty decent though, if I remember correctly. As far as they talk about a certain uh point in their career, then they'll show some matches from that point. Then they go about something else and show couple matches from that, and so on and so forth. But I mean, the reason I had to quit doing that is because WWE bought WCW, and I'm pretty sure that was even before that. Somebody might have squealed on and said, "Hey, they're putting matches on their videos that they don't own the rights to." So, so they might got a little bit of trouble about that. But um, so basically, especially when WWE bought WCW, they had to quit all that. I mean, even when they went from putting their videotapes to DVD, they had all those DVDs. They cut the matches out. I mean, even the ones from the streamings, uh, high spots, because I watched when I first got it a few years ago. I went back and watched the Bill Watts show. You got to watch that one and Jim Cornette. So if I do a shoot interview review, one of the the first one is either going to be the first Jim Cornette one or Bill Watts, because that's probably like two of my all time favorites as far as shoot interviews. Um, but yeah, there was one with Ole Anderson, but it wasn't for RF video or high spots, and it was done pretty good. I mean, it was right around where he was either finished writing this book or is about to publish this book. It might have been, I forgot who done it. It wasn't RF or High Spots or Smart Mark, I don't think. But that same place did Bob Roots too, so definitely want to check out Bob Roots. Um, uh, Another person did pretty good shoe reviews. I guess he was kind of taking a spot at Steve Carino was Chris Hero. I seen him do a shoe review with Jackie Fulton. That was pretty good. Who else was it? It was pretty good. Losing. But yeah, the ones with matches were pretty good. Did I miss them? Not really. I mean, I did. I mean, it was interesting. But sometimes you just want to hear the stories and stuff like that. I mean, if you had a video camera of the actual stories actually happening, stuff like that, that would be pretty awesome. But of course, I didn't have cell phones back then. I had camcorders, but I'm pretty sure somebody had a camcorder and videotaped all the crazy shit they did back in the day. Oh, I'm pretty sure that person got beat up and the camcorder and the tape, everything got destroyed. We ain't playing that, homie. Uh, yeah, I never did do that. It's like I always thought about doing it, but it's either was too cheap to buy the converter, uh, VHS to DVD player, or didn't really have time. So basically, yeah, I was too cheap to buy one, and the other excuse was never really had time to do it. So there we go. Pick one of those excuses because they're pretty much one and the same. Anyway, it is getting a little bit late. I'm getting run out of things to say. What else was a good shooter? Oh, the I think it was Hot Spots did one with Bobby Fulton by himself. That was pretty good because he didn't shut up. I think they asked one question and he just took it from there. Uh, uh, that one was really good. There's one, I think Smart Mark Video did the one with Chris Champion. That was pretty good. It seemed like he didn't care. He'll he threw everybody, even himself, a little bit under the bus. Uh, who else yeah, I don't really have to worry about it. There's a few little errands I gotta do, and I gotta do that recertification video, and it's gonna take a good portion of the day. So, but I get paid for it. That's good. And I get do it again every 3 months. But anyway, let's do the plugs here. Every Tuesday, I do a trivia show called Wrestling Trivia Tuesday, where I ask 5 questions all dealing with the sport of professional wrestling. So check that out every Tuesday. I usually have it out by 10 a.m. So check it out, share with friends, play along with groups of friends. Make sure they all watch it individually or from their own video watching device. That helps out. But and more importantly, do have fun. I also do a WWE Raw recap show. I usually try to have that on Tuesdays as well. Sometimes on Wednesdays, depending on how the work schedule is going. Then I also do a AEW Dynamite recap show that I usually try to do every. I usually have those up on Thursdays. Uh, uh, gosh, what can you say about AEW? They have decent little flippy matches. Just throw some matches together and have at it. I guess I think that's their motto. Uh, so anyway, if you want to hear me, make fun of a promotion, don't mean to make fun of them, but not in a hating kind of way because I am watching it, somewhat entertained by some of the shit. So anyway, that's enough of that. Speaking of Thursday, I do a live stream called Spot Show Live Stream, which I need to put in. I need a new logo. I need to take my or just take this one and put my name on there. I don't think my name on there is not that important. Because somebody reads that, it's like, what the fuck's wrong? But anyway, uh, so yeah, every Thursday. Sorry, I digress sometimes. Every Thursday, I do a live stream called Spot Show Live Stream. It starts at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Mountain Time, or 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Friday morning in Japan, and 5 a.m. Friday morning in India. Sorry, I moved away so I can read what the hell that said. And so yeah, if any of you folks out there want to got any ideas for me a new Spot Show live stream thumbnail logo, let's see it. I'll work on that this week. Anyway, if you're not into the new wrestling and stuff like that, or just want to discuss, old school wrestling, you come back here next week for Wrestling Gold Friday night, every Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Saturday morning in Japan, and 5 a.m. Saturday morning in India, where we do the usual thing. We, talk about that day in wrestling history, do a watch along. Not sure what we'll check out next week, and then we'll just sit here and bullshit about, what happened way back when I was just a young man. But anyway, so yeah, I appreciate all y'all watching again. If you didn't watch it live, you watch a recap. Hey, feel free, leave a comment, ask a question, or just say hello. Whatever you want to do, I'll answer everything right back to you. I will acknowledge you. And also, if you watch the whole thing, you like it, click that like button. Also, if you're new to the party, be a champ and hit click click on that subscribe button. Until next time, you folks have a good one and take it easy. See y'all next week. Hey there, thank you for checking this out. If you enjoyed it, share with friends, drop a like button, leave a comment. Also, be a champ and hit that subscribe button. You can also check me out on social media, Facebook at Ronald Ray, on X or Twitter is RPATRPTV46. Until next time.
So long from the peach state of Georgia.